today we're tackling a topic we can all relate to. You're exercising, you're doing it every day, and you've incorporated healthy habits into your regular routine, yet week after week, your weight stays the same. It just stays there. So what gives? Joining us now to share why you aren't seeing the changes you want is fitness expert Libby Norris. Yeah, we've all been there.
This is
more and it's frustrating.
It's more common than you think, and it's incredibly frustrating. And there's a lot of different variables that are involved in this, but we've captured them under 3 headings. So the first one is exercise execution. So if you're not doing exercises properly, you're not going to get the results. So I've got these guys doing a variety of forms here. Marissa, I'm going to get her standing a little taller, and you see she's kind of rounded through her back here. She's not using very heavy weights, so she could be going really fast and uncontrolled. So you want to make sure that your posture is good. Calabrina is struggling with those weights over there.
That's hard for Calabrina.
Often ego gets in the way, and you try and lift too much.
Or you're trying to impress somebody at the gym.
Whereas Colin, who's just running, has perfect form, and he's pulling that up towards his hip. He's keeping those shoulders level, and he's got a really strong core.
And he's thinking about each movement. So the head's got to be in the game.
Yeah, so you want comfortable but challenging weight, slow and controlled.
Okay.
Now, the next one is exercise intensity. Now, you know, high intensity interval training is so trendy right now, but you can get too much of a good thing. We've talked about that before. You can get too little or too much. And the whole point of high intensity training really is to elevate the heart rate. But if you're going really intense, you only want to do that kind of training 2 to 3 times a week because your body needs a chance to recover.
Good point.
And there's all kinds of options. So Marissa is stepping up and down. She's had major foot surgery before, so she should not be jumping. So that's another thing. You need to listen to your body and then find an option. So she's elevating her heart rate by just stepping up and down. Calabrina, we've made her jump over here. She can either jump and do that plyometric or just go to her toes, which is a great option to get the heart rate up without that.
Look at those calves though, Calabrina.
Yes, I know. She's got awesome legs.
Holy smokes.
And then Colin's using the resistance. So you can add speed, you can add plyometric, or you can add resistance. All of those things are going to elevate. But again, you want to keep that high intensity training to a set where it's balanced in your workout
Balance is key
with
all of
balance
this.
is everything.
Yeah.
And speaking of balance, then we get into exercise selection. So that's really critical. So, you know, when trends come out, we just do all of those things. People love going to spin class, and they just go to spin class. They, you know, go for a run, and they run the same route. So you need to balance the components of fitness. Your goals may be to focus on one more so than the others, but you still need a balance in there.
And how do you achieve that?
Well, it's really looking at your overall week and what you can do with that and your options. So you want to balance the components, you want to balance the intensity, you want to balance the muscle group. So right now, these guys are doing exercises that work the entire body. You don't want to just work one thing, and choose exercises that are going to work the muscles that are out of balance during the week. We've talked about this a lot before. People are in that hunched over position. The last thing you need to do is work more chest.
Right.
So stretch the chest, work the back.
Okay, and that's what we're seeing here.
It is. So, you know, there's lots of different options here for a burpee. Like, everybody loves burpees, or hates them, I think. So Marissa is doing a walking burpee. She's still working absolutely every muscle group in her body, and if she were to do it faster, she would be elevating her heart rate as well. Calabrina is using the EQs here, which have a bit of resistance, but it's also elevating her upper body and making it a little more comfortable for her wrists, because a lot of times people are focused or feel that sensitivity
on
around
the
their
wrists.
joints.
Yeah.
So that's another thing to think of balance is, you know, work within your parameters, and then Colin, we're just making him work hard with the weights over there. What can I say? Because we can.
And it's Colin. Listen, this is fantastic, Liv. Thank you so very much for being here. So Libby has written more about the 3 reasons you might not be getting results, and you can read that at canadaam.ctvnews.ca.